Dungeons.tech is essential for running my D&D games. With just the click of a button, I can generate as much as a whole city, complete with shops and NPCs, or as little as a single NPC. This saves me tons of time, so I can focus on my players and story hooks. Go to Dungeons.tech to learn more about how you can make the most of your time as a DM.
Hey, I'm Jackson.
And I'm Dylan.
Join us as we play D&D adventures from the community.
We'll play an hour of a campaign we found online, and we'll let you know what we think about it.
I guess, how long have you been playing D&D, Shawn?
It's probably been, started probably about 8 years ago in college and played a good bit through then took a pretty long hiatus after college for several years until about a year or so ago now found another group around here that plays a lot, and so I've been getting back into it.
Yeah, me and Shawn every day at lunch, D&D gets brought up at some point.
Every day. You guys ever play do a quick session during lunch?
No, that'd be cool though.
We should though, yeah, because there's like a group of people that play chess every day at lunch, so we should just sit next to them.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. If we could do this, because we do these in like an hour, we generally keep it at an hour, so we could definitely make that work. And there's no shortage of D&D players.
Yeah.
At Sweetwater.
So tonight's could go 10 minutes or 5 hours. So depending on the choices made. So I mean, we'll cap it around an hour, but just a heads up.
Awesome. Where's this from? Where's this module from?
It's from Adventures Await Studios. Yeah. I haven't had the guts to go look into other people's yet, but
yeah.
But now this one looks fun, so I'm excited.
His stuff is easy. He sets it all out for you. You need to go check out RPGadventures.io. That's where I got the last one that we did, the steampunk one.
Oh yeah. Is that all the same guy, or is it like a library?
It's a group of people, actually, interesting enough. RPGadventures.io. They have a little description. They're like a writing group or a players group where they take turns completely improvising one shots, and then they like organize it after.
Oh, that's cool.
So they have resources. There's like a writer's room, story games, and prompts. And the prompts themselves are kind of cool. Like, it takes you to a separate website. I'm looking at it now. So it's perchance.org /adventure prompts.
Yeah, like randomizes everything. And
yeah, it's kind of cool. It's kind of what I'm doing with Dungeons.tech.
Yeah.
But this is more plot based, which I want to get into anyways. So if Adventure Await Studios is out there listening, or perchance.org is out there listening, if you're listening, Perchance,
nice.
Holla at me. Real quick, Shawn, do you have a favorite moment from a game you've played before? Like, what's something you look back and you're like, that was peak D&D?
Let me think about that for a second. Okay, yeah, so this happened not too terribly long ago, actually, probably a few months, but we were playing this game, and there's one person on the team who was fairly new to D&D, but they got the basics and everything down, and they came to a cave, and there was a giant hole in the cave, and it went down further than you could see. It's just pitch black. So this person decides they want to try to climb down this hole, and the DM says, well, it's like a mile deep at least, and this person's like, I don't care, I want to try to climb down it. And so he's like, okay, you can climb down, your like movement speed or half your movement speed or whatever. It's like, so try to roll for like, hanging onto the ledge. So this person rolled like probably 15 times in a row and like made the checks. Wow. The deal was like, okay, you've only got, like 4,000 more feet to go.
Oh my gosh.
They failed the check and fell to the bottom and died.
Amazing.
That's awesome.
So that was
anything ending with a player's death by falling.
Yeah. And they survived just long enough to maybe have some hope that they were going to make it.
Yeah.
I love that after 15 skill checks, there was still 4,000 feet. I love that DM. That's great. Yeah, we need to do an Abyss campaign. You guys ever seen The Abyss?
I
No.
don't think so.
Bruce Willis, I believe. It's good. It's
Is it
nautical.
about a big hole?
It's like a abyss in the ocean. It's cool.
Nice.
It hits all the sci-fi check marks for me.
Yeah. Sweet. All right, you guys ready to get into this module?
Oh, I'm so ready. Wait, Shawn, you have a character and dice ready, right?
I do.
Okay, perfect. You're already better than
so far.
No, I'm just kidding. All of our guests have been prepared except for one, and I'm not saying any names. He knows who he is. Like, first roll came and he's like, I don't have dice.
There's a group they once met in a tavern. They traveled and slayed a big wyvern. What follows is a story leading to their glory. So take a seat and listen as they play a new adventure each week.
This is just going to throw you guys in the middle of it. So let's go ahead and just describe your characters out of the story right now, just so we know what we're working with.
Okay. Shawn, I'll let you go first if you want.
Okay. So my character is Tiber Hearthsworn. He's a human cleric. He's a cleric of Helm. So he is about 34 years old, athletic build, short brown hair with a short beard verging on stubble. Kind of wears like a full chain with a white tabard that is trimmed in gold, tattered and dirty towards the bottom from his traveling. On his right gauntlet, he has a picture of an eye that's emblazoned on the front of it, denoting his god helm. And other than that, yeah, he's just kind of looking like your typical man of the cloth cleric.
Awesome. Dylan?
And next to him is Makagar, a half-orc fighter. He's got like a pale gray skin. He's got chainmail, and it's all gray chainmail, but it's like rubies running across from his right shoulder to his left hip, kind of like a strap crossing his body over it. He looks very war-torn. All his clothes seems like he hasn't changed them in a day. It seems like if we were in some kind of dungeon right now, we're at the end of it, because he's always looking rough. And he has just scars all over his face. He has like tusks, or he would have multiple tusks, but he just has one tusk on the right side, top right. The other one seems kind of chiseled and broke away. And that's Mokagar.
Mokagar.
Yeah. Shawn, what was yours name?
Tiber, Tiber.
Tiber. I like that. Like short for Tiberius.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome. I need you both to roll initiative.
That's what I like to hear. Ooh.
4.
Oh no. That's okay. As a cleric, I don't mind that. I got 20.
Okay. So you both are in the middle of the woods on a walking trail. Around you, there are 4 dead bandits that you guys have just finished slaying. And there's one currently alive, still in combat with you. Dylan, it's going to be, or Mokagar, what do you do?
Do we know why they were stealing, or they were attacking us?
They were just trying to rob you. They jumped out on you and started fighting. You already killed 4 of them, so.
Well, I guess that'll show them. I don't even have any gold. Do you have any gold?
I just have a few silver here in my pouch, but nothing of note. I don't know why they would pick us to rob.
Yeah. Sick of people these days. So we're out in the open, right?
Yeah, there's still one bandit fighting you.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah. So yeah, he's watching you guys talk as he gets his sword ready.
Okay. Oh, this is embarrassing. I didn't see you there. Is it my turn?
Yeah.
I'd hate to deprive you as well. And I run up to him, and I get 2 hand axes from behind my shoulders, and I'll take 2 swipes at him.
Okay, roll a hit.
Let me find my weapons. That's a 16.
Okay, that hits.
And that's 8 points of slashing damage. And then I'll use my other. I get 2. Since I have 2 weapon fighting, I'll get 2
Okay.
attacks. That's not as good. 8.
That does not hit.
Okay, so I'll like swing with my right hand and land, and then fall short with my left.
Okay. This bandit is obviously distraught. All his team is dead. He's bleeding out from the wound you just gave him. He's gonna take a swing at you, Dylan.
Perfect.
5 to hit.
That misses.
All right, so he swings, just doesn't have the strength. The sword falls to the ground, and it's gonna be Tiber's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna take a second to kind of steel myself. Gonna get my focus on the bandit, and I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on him. So he needs to make a dex saving throw.
Okay, he rolled a 16.
He passes.
Jerk.
So he manages to fall out of the way of the flame.
With that, I'm going to take my movement action and just move up next to Mokagar. And that's going to end my turn.
Okay, back to you, Mokagar.
Same story,
All right,
different angle. Dang it. 9?
9 does not hit.
Okay. Let's see if... Oh my gosh, a 7. All right, DM, it's all up to you. I missed both of them.
All right. Okay. So yeah, he's barely standing, but he is standing. He's going to take a swing at Tiber, but he only rolls a 2. He is not close to being able to do any damage. So on to you, Tiber.
Okay, we're going to take a swing at him with our mace.
Okay.
Going to be a 14.
All right, that'll hit.
Okay.
And
he's going to take 3 points of damage.
Okay, that'll finish him off.
Nice.
As you come down with your mace, you just catch him in the side of the head, and his body falls to the ground, and we're out of combat.
Kind of just pop my knuckles, acting like I did something.
So where did they come from?
You know, I don't know. But should we get off the path to hopefully deter being mugged, or should we just keep heading down this path?
Should probably at least get out of this area quick as we can. We made a lot of noise.
Yeah.
Both of you roll a perception check real quick.
Wonderful. I would also, depending on what happens here, like to investigate their bodies.
17 on the perception.
Okay, that'll do it. As his body fell, you noticed a letter fall out of his little satchel.
Oh,
It's a little piece of paper rolled up with a rope around it, kind of like a scroll-looking thing. It looks really old.
I just look at Tiber and look at the paper.
I'm gonna pick it up off the ground and unroll it, see what it says.
Okay. So you unroll it and you can see a map. And this note, it talks about a tomb of the Golden Baron, an ancient ruler that ruled the area around these parts. And it goes on to say how the tomb it's been hidden for years now. No one's been able to find it. And this guy finally found its location, and it warns of traps and creatures defending it. And then the rest of it is just directions on how to get to the tomb.
Take a few seconds and I kind of read over the map and
It also
Turn
talks
to
about
Mocha.
great treasure.
turn to Mokagar and say, seems to be describing some sort of tomb or palace or something from some baron, some ancient baron around these lands. I assume that these bandits were on their way there. Talks about traps and treasure and adventure.
Well, I mean, we're between jobs right now. You interested?
I think so. I don't have anything better to do.
You think these guys have any gold on them? Because I have no money. I'd like to investigate the bodies, see if I can find that, or health potions are always good too.
Okay, you go to search the bodies, and they're all pretty bare. You find a couple copper on one. None of the others really have any money. All their weapons are pretty run-down swords, pretty dull. Nothing of great value.
I didn't expect much. I mean, they were trying to rob us. Kind of take a look up and down at each of us.
Yeah, I guess you're right. You were always the smart one, I guess.
Well, compared to you, it's not difficult.
Yeah, I do have a +0 intelligence. All right, I'll follow you. I have nothing better to do.
Right, kind of unfold the map again, take another look over it, and head in the direction that the directions say.
Okay, and from the map you can tell, you guys know where you are, and it's just probably about 30-minute walk, so the bandits got close to making it before they ran into you guys. So you guys head off in that direction. It's just following the path through the trees for a while until you notice the landmark. Same as the map, so you take a right, go into the trees. After about 10 minutes walking through there, you see kind of amongst all the leaves and fallen branches, kind of a cave-looking thing. It's got a dark entrance, and you assume that's the entrance to the tomb.
Seems that the entrance is up above. I don't see any movement around. Do you see anything?
I don't know. Do I see anything?
Make a perception check.
Will do. That's a 22.
Okay. No, it looks completely natural. It looks like this hasn't been disturbed in quite some time. If you didn't have this map, you weren't looking for an entrance. You would have just walked right by it, thinking it's just kind of a small little cave in the rubble of the woods. So, but you don't see anything alarming.
You want me to lead the way?
Yeah, if you would. I'll take out a small candle and light it. See, hopefully this should give us some sort of light once we get in there.
I never leave eye contact with him, and I pull a torch out of my bag and I light it, and I just look at him. I roll my eyes and walk in.
I shake my head and snuff my candle out and follow behind
All right. As you walk in, you notice it's pitch black until your torch lights it up. It's kind of like just a dirty cave for a little bit. Just stone around, stone ceiling and walls, dirt floor. You walk in probably about 50 feet or so, and then you notice it turns to clean-cut stone stairs going down, descending in front of you. Okay, so you are now at the top of these stairs going down.
All right, I'll lead the way. I am Tiber, you have like a staff or anything?
Just have my mace and shield here. What are you needing?
Well, when I was in the war and we would go into caves like this, there was always an ambush, and that ambush was led by some kind of trap with a pressure plate or a tripwire or something. We always had usually either the youngest of the group or the oldest of the group in front with the staff pushing and making sure we didn't hit no trap. Well, I don't have a staff, so we're gonna have to use my leg. As I just step the first step, does anything happen?
All right, you take the first step.
Oh, no.
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Just a solid step.
I thought for sure. I was like, great, I just gave him an idea.
Now you notice, now that you're up on the stairs, on the walls, there's massive mural paintings of just loads of treasure and wealth, and that wraps all the way around. And now that you're kind of over the tipping point, you see at the bottom of the stairs is a big wooden double door that is closed.
I'll investigate it first to see if there's any traps on it.
The door?
Yeah.
I'll help him with that as well, so you can
Okay,
do
so you
advantage.
both... All right, so you both walk down the stairs,
Wait.
get up to the door.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry, I'm a jerk.
Oh, you're good. Okay, so roll a perception check with advantage to check for traps on this door.
I'm going to ask Tiberius if he's good at this. Did you say perception or investigation?
Perception.
Perception. I have a +3. I'll do it. Oh no.
You have advantage.
Okay, good, because that was a natural 1. Here we go.
Or actually, I'm gonna let both of you roll individually. We'll just do that.
Well, I got a natural 1.
Okay.
And Shawn.
Let's see. 23.
20. Okay.
So I'm looking at the wrong side of the door.
Yeah. Yeah. As Mokagar is inspecting it, he's about to go to like touch something, and Tiber, you spot the trap right before that, and you warn him to stop.
Hold up for a second. There's a trap here.
And what you notice is there's small metal pipes that are barely sticking out of the door. To disarm it, I need you to try to roll a sleight of hand check.
Are you good at that?
No, are you?
I'm 1 point better than the average person.
That's 1 point better than me.
The average person. Okay, that's not terrible. 15.
Okay, so as you go to attempt to disarm this trap, you set it off.
I knew that you were gonna blow me up.
Okay, both of you. Or were you close to the door still, Tiber?
Yeah, I'd probably be close to him.
All right, both of you roll dex saving throws.
Oh no. Natural 1.
Oh, jeez.
19.
I'm dead.
Okay, so Tiber manages to step back as flames shoot out of these pipes.
Perfect.
Mokagar, you're going to be taking some damage.
Oh.
Okay, it's going to be 8 points
Okay.
of fire damage.
That's not as bad as I thought.
Okay, and then once that sets off, you can see that the trap has been used and the door is unlocked.
Doing okay there? Got a little burnt.
Yeah. It looks like I got a pretty bad burn on my hand, but I've been worse. All right. And I'll push the door.
Okay.
Open.
All right, you open the door. All right, so as you open the door, it leads to a large room, the entrance hall. What you see in this chamber is numerous murals depicting a man, gold coins, gems, and items of great value. So just more showboating, kind of like what you saw on the stairway in. You'll notice to your left is a single door. Up ahead of you is a set of double doors, and same to the right, another set of double doors. There's nothing in this room, on the floor. It's just all empty.
Can I investigate the paintings? Is there anything unusual about them?
Nothing unusual. It just seems like a man who was really full of himself, wanted everybody to know how wealthy he is. And you assume that he was buried with all of his treasure. He wasn't the type to give any out.
You point. I'll go.
Let's take a look in that single door to our left.
All right, you walk up to the door. I guess roll a perception check, both of you.
Okay. 8.
16.
Okay, it doesn't look like there's any traps here, but when you go to try the door, it's locked.
Well, do you want to try the other ones, or do you want to see if we can't get this one open?
I'd like to just investigate each door here, see if one is not locked or not trapped. I can't pick a lock. I'm gonna have to just break the door.
Okay, well, why don't you go take that one down at the end of the room, and I'll go back over towards the one by the entrance we came in.
All right.
All right, Mokagar, you approach the door across the room from the stairwell, and it's two big wooden doors, double door.
Double doors. Perception check?
Yeah, if you want to look for traps, that'll be perception.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. An 8.
Okay, you're looking, and it just looks like a normal door.
Yeah, nothing over here.
Okay, I'm gonna pull out my candle that I had earlier and light it since now my torchlight's gone away. So I'm kind of stumbling and using my hand on the wall to kind of guide myself over there a little bit, and I'm gonna cautiously look around the door, check for traps.
Okay, you're at the double door to the right of the stairs. Okay. Okay, go and roll a perception.
14.
Okay. As you're looking with barely lit candlelight, you don't notice any traps on this door.
Okay, I'm gonna try to open it.
Okay. As you open it, you notice metal pipes barely receding from the door as flames start to shoot out. Go ahead and roll a dexterity saving throw.
16.
Nice. So you're able to get back a little bit. It still barely brushes you, and you're going to get 6 points of fire damage.
Gonna drop my candle on the floor and pat myself off as my tabard ignites a little bit there.
Oh. I was gonna say, I walk over there like with my torch, and I'm trying to pat him down, and like the flame end of the torch is getting eerily close to his face.
I think I'm fine. I got it.
Okay, I'm gonna hand you my torch and let you have it. I'm just gonna look at you and hand it to you. He's like, I can see shades of gray in here. It's fine.
Well, okay. Seems that this person likes fire traps, so we should probably be a little more cautious.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, as that door opens, you notice a set of hallways branching out from it. There's a hallway just going straight. You can see about 30 feet out. And then there's also hallways going left and right from the door. Would you like to go down one of those hallways?
Let's take a right.
Yeah.
Let's start turning right, heading down that way, slowly.
Okay. So you guys are heading down the right hallway. Go ahead and make perception checks.
Great. Oh my gosh.
This will work.
10.
16.
Okay. Everything looks fine so far to both of you. It's just really dark. It's pretty cold down here. It's all kind of wet. The ceilings are about 10 feet high. And as you get to the end of this hallway, you come to a closed set of double doors in front of you and a closed single door to your right.
I am sick of doors.
Yeah, why don't you go and check this?
Well, yeah. All right. Which one? The one on the right or the one right in front of us?
Your choice.
Oh, I'll check the one to the right.
Okay, so this is a single wooden door. Go ahead and roll perception.
You got it, dude. Another 10.
10. Okay, so you don't see any traps. You go to try to open the door and notice it's locked, but nothing happens.
Is it bad when I'm relieved that the door's locked?
Well, we still have one to go, so why don't you give that one a shot?
Sir, yes, sir. Perception check?
Yep, you want to check the double door for traps?
Let's go, natural 20.
Nice. Okay, you go to look at the door. Before you touch anything, you notice the doorknob looks weird. When you go look at it closer, you notice that someone fitted up a high-powered spring behind it, and the doorknob is more spiked than your average doorknob, and it looks like it would shoot out as soon as you try to open the door and impale you.
Impale. All right. Am I disarming this? And I just kind of turn and look at Tiber.
I just kind of like shrug my shoulders and take a step back into the side a little bit.
Yeah, why don't you get more than 15 feet away? I will attempt to disarm it.
All right, it's going to be a sleight of hand check.
Okay. That's a 19 plus 1 equaling 20.
Okay, awesome. Are are able to use, what do you have, axes?
Yeah, I have 2 axes, hand axes.
Cool. So you make sure Tiber's out of the way, then you step to the side and you just bring the handle of the axe down onto it. The doorknob shoots out, doesn't hit either of you. And these doors swing open. And you notice there's another hallway that goes straight and then hooks left, or a hallway immediately to your right.
All right.
Where would you like to go?
Looking at Tiber.
Kind of take the torch and kind of peer around the corner a little bit to see what our options are. I guess either way is as good as any. So let's just go straight.
I like it. All right. Yeah, walk in, making sure
Okay, so
we're
you
not
guys-
stepping on traps or anything.
Okay, go ahead and roll perception checks as you walk straight down the hallway and then take a left.
15.
Okay.
9.
Okay.
Doors.
You guys don't see any traps or anything. You're able to get to the end. The next stop, you'll notice another single door in front of you and another set of double doors immediately to your left.
Is it just me, or have all the single doors been locked and the double doors been traps?
It does seem that way.
And since the locked doors aren't seriously like an option, unless you want me to try to hit it down with my axe, I say we just keep going and disarming. Although I'd like to try to knock down a door with my axe.
Why don't you take a look at that double door and I'll see if this one is locked or not.
All right. Yeah. I'll check it out.
All right, so Mokagar, go ahead and roll a perception check to check the double doors.
That would be a natural one. I am done.
Well, jeez. You don't notice anything and the door's open.
Okay. And Shawn? Oh, the door just opens?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Hey, this one opens. What did yours do?
Still checking it. So I go up to the door and just see if there's any traps or anything and
Okay.
give it a pull or push.
Yeah, you'll notice that this one is also just locked. You don't see any traps.
Yep, locked like the rest of the single ones. I guess we just keep continuing on.
All right.
Okay, as Mokagar steps through the doorway that he just opened, spears fly up from the floor to impale him. Make a dexterity saving throw.
Who?
You, Mokagar.
Wonderful. Dexterity saving throw. Dude. Okay. 12.
12. Okay.
You die.
Nice. Two spears both catch you. One in your leg, one in the glute area as you're stepping over them. But your pants are pretty thick. It doesn't impale you. You'll take 2 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
The rest of the spears next to you just shoot up into the ceiling.
So I just like take a step forward and then
Yeah.
I just kind of look behind me.
You okay?
Yeah, it hurt. I'm not gonna lie. It hurt, but I've been through worse.
All right. As you look ahead, it's another just straight hallway. It looks like at the end it hooks to the right. You guys want
All
to
right.
roll perception checks as you walk down?
Natural 20.
Nice.
19.
Nice.
Okay, wait. Yeah, you guys can tell there are no traps. It's just a normal old tomb. You're walking down the hallway. So you go down, you take a right, you'll see another fork in the road. One path, you can go immediately to your left, or you can take a few more steps forward and then go left or right. So you've got 3 options here.
Well, this Baron was quite the character, wasn't he? I don't know how he ever got around in here.
Yeah. Can I? On the floor, are there like arrows, like exit? Like, I don't think this
No.
place is up to code. Like,
You'll notice on the walls is just a bunch of smaller paintings like the ones you saw on your way in. Just this barren, just covered in treasures and coins, but you don't see any like fire exit maps or anything like that could help you.
Is he a human? What race is he?
Yeah, he's human. He's just like he was on the lower end of nobility back in the day. So like he wasn't a king, but he ruled a small area, and you could just tell like he wasn't for the people. He acquired as much wealth as possible.
Yeah. All right. I think I kind of want to take this first left turn.
Sounds good to me.
All right. You guys want to roll perception checks as you walk down this hallway?
Yes, please. Just assume we are perceiving what we can perceive.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Okay, there we go.
So you immediately see up ahead, the paths fork off again. You can keep going straight or go left and right. It's like a four-way. And right in the middle of that four-way, you can see there's like a tarp pulled tight. And you go up to it, and you can tell there's a giant pit dug out under this tarp. And it's a 20-foot drop to the bottom. Once you notice it, you guys can easily jump over it. It's not a problem. But you're just glad that you saw it before you stepped on it. So would you guys like to go straight or turn right? If you go left, it's starting to take you back to where you started.
You tell me.
I guess let's just keep going straight.
Yep.
As you both run, you leap over this pit, and you make it clear to the other side safely.
Oh, sweet. We made it.
Yeah, you guys clear the pit, and you notice it's another hallway with a blocked off wall at the end. You can go left or right. There are rooms in here. You guys just haven't got to any yet, so there's more variety of stuff, I promise.
We're making all the wrong turns. I just look at Tiber, expecting him to make a decision.
I pull a silver piece out of my coin pouch and flip it. Take a brief look at it and kind of shrug my shoulders and take a right.
Take a right, okay. Go ahead and roll perception checks as you guys are walking.
Natural 20.
Nice. You can tell there's no traps in this area. You guys go through a windy portion safely, and then you come up on another fork and go left or right.
I get that copper piece I found, and I flip it, and I go right.
Okay. Are you following Mokagar now, Tiber?
Yeah, I just kind of chuckled to myself and followed down the path.
All right. So as you guys walk back down, you go straight for a while, take a right, and then a left, and you can start to tell that you have definitely been in this area. There's a path you haven't been to yet that goes straight ahead, or you can turn back around and go back behind you the way you were going originally.
Mokagar doesn't seem to notice he's already been here and keeps going straight.
Okay, you want to
Tiber
roll?
can stop me if he wants.
I'm gonna tap him on the shoulder and be like, doesn't any of this look familiar to you?
I mean, it's looked the same since we got here. It's like dark, creepy, rich guy full of himself on the wall. Oh, we've seen that one before. And that picture. Yeah, I guess we probably have been here. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna pull out a soapstone out of my pouch. I'm going to put an X on like this intersection.
Nice.
Okay, awesome. So you just bend down and mark an X. No problem.
Say, well, I don't think we've been forward yet, but it's either that or we go back and try that path from where we came.
We're here already. Let's go straight.
All right, as you walk down the dark, stony hallways, go and roll perception checks. You come up to a left turn, and then immediately to a right turn.
That's a 6.
6. Tiber?
12.
12. Okay, everything seems to be in order. But this area, it just seems darker or something, so you guys aren't seeing as well as you were earlier. You see up
Do you have
ahead.
dark vision?
Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. But yeah, you don't notice any traps or anything. You see up ahead, the path forks, your left or right. As you guys get up to this intersection, you take a step and feel your foot fall into the ground. As you can tell, a tarp gets pulled in. Go ahead and roll dex saving throws.
That's an 8.
Mokagar falls into the pit.
I fall into the pit as well.
Okay. So you both fall into the pit. You'll both take 7 points of what would that be? Bludgeoning damage.
Sure.
And you are now at the bottom of this pit. You look around, nothing's down there with you. There's some bugs crawling around, but nothing that looks dangerous. It's about 20 feet down.
And
yeah, what do you do?
Mokagar's bone is sticking out of his arm. He's looking rough. Ow.
I'm not doing so great myself. Here, 1 second. And I'm gonna kind of steel myself again and kind of close my eyes and do a prayer of healing. So that's going to heal both of us for 2d8 plus 3.
Nice.
Nice.
Clutch.
An 8 on the first. Of course, and a 1 on the second. So 12 points of healing.
Yeah, that's good though. Yeah, that's really good. Ugh.
Cool.
You know, sorry, go ahead. God, what were you saying?
I was going to say, you notice there's some kind of like rocks sticking out. It looks like you might be able to attempt to climb out.
You want me to boost you up? I'm pretty good at climbing and stuff.
Sure. Kind of get my footing and try to climb out.
Yeah, and I'll be helping him. I'll put my back against the wall and like kind of cut my hands together with my fingers crossed and try to lift him up. Try to help him as much as possible.
Okay. The rocks that you found, they're sticking out pretty far, so it's easy enough. You just managed to crawl right out. So now it's just Mokagar at the bottom of the pit.
Okay, and I will start climbing up.
Okay, dexterity check. Or would that be athletics or acrobatics?
I'll let it be up to you. Athletics. If I could choose, I'd choose athletics.
Yeah, let's make an athletics check.
Thanks. That's a 20, not natural, but it's
Okay, yeah, you climb your way out, no problem.
You see, if this was like picking heavy stuff up or eating worms, I'd be fine.
Well, who knows what's to come? There may be some of that.
I'm willing to bet more doors.
Nonsense. I continue down the hallway.
And
Alright,
we
so
see?
Yeah, you guys come to a door on your right. You can't go straight, can't go left. You see a double door to your right.
I just look at you the way you look at somebody that has disappointed you.
You've been so great at these before, though. Why don't you go ahead?
Yeah. I just turn the knob.
You don't check it?
Kind of like dive out of the way.
Okay. All right, as Mokagar turns the knob.
Oh no.
Yeah, so you turn the knob, start walking through, a scythe comes swinging down from the door frame.
The worst one.
Make a dex saving throw.
Oh my gosh. I imagine like I'm still looking at Tiber as I walk through and he just sees this metal thing coming at me. Dexterity saving throw. That's an 11. Do I get cut in half?
You don't get cut in half, but somehow, since you were looking at Tiber, you just barely opened the door a little bit, so it just barely hits your arm for 2 points of slashing damage. Oh. You stand there and look at it, and you can tell you got pretty lucky with that one.
Yeah. Or like, I saw it and I like took a jump back, and it just like nicked the tip of my nose.
Yeah, there you go. You're now bleeding out the tip of your nose.
That was my favorite part.
Okay, and you notice it looks different than the hallways have looked. You walk into this room, and it's still it's fairly small, just probably about double the width of the hallways. You notice a single door to your right, and on your left is a single door, but it is big and made of metal. You also hear a loud click, multiple clicks echoing throughout the rest of the tomb. Kind of sounds like mechanical switches.
Oh,
Well, that can be good.
So
do
you
you want
got
to go right?
to your right is the wooden single door, and the left is the big metal one.
The metal door looks more interesting. Perhaps a vault or something.
Yeah. Okay. I assume I'll be opening it.
Of course.
Yeah. I walk up to the door, and I'll investigate this one.
Okay,
Or
perception check.
perceive it. Oh, dude, it hung on 18 for so long, and then it went to 2. So I got a 5.
All right, it looks like a metal door.
I'm not seeing anything on this one. But from past experiences, I think something's wrong with this. Would you want to just take a double look? I mean, would you want to look at
Sure.
it? Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna kind of go up by him and take a peek around and see if I noticed anything.
Okay, go and roll perception.
Natural 20.
Yeah. Yes. Good grief.
Yeah, so you notice this door is it's more secure, but also more decorative. It's got little like gold accents around the border. You don't find any traps, anything dangerous. It just looks more kind of showy than the other doors have looked. So you go ahead, or do you open it?
Yeah, so I don't notice anything like dangerous. It just
Right.
seems like a more ornate door.
Yeah, you don't notice anything dangerous.
Well, it seems fine, I say as I kind of try to open it.
Yeah, I thought it looked fine, and I would have opened it if it wasn't for like you being here and me needing to protect you and stuff.
Right. I kind of roll my eyes and open the door.
All right, as you
I
open the
strut through the door.
with that natural 20, as you open the door, the wind from the door opening goes down through the hallway. You can barely see a tarp kind of flapping about halfway down this hallway. You assume it's another fall pit.
I'm gonna put
Bit
my arm
pitfall.
out before Mokugar goes strutting through. I think there's another pit ahead.
Oh.
And it's easily jumpable if you guys want to just jump over it.
Yes, please.
Yep.
Cool. You guys jump it, and you come to the end of this hallway is another single metal door. This one is looking even more flashy than the previous one.
I'm gonna check this one out as well.
Okay,
Yeah.
go and roll a perception check.
14.
14. You don't notice any traps on it.
Well, seems to be similar to the last. Don't see anything out of the ordinary.
All right, let's go.
Gonna open it.
You said you open it?
Yeah.
All right, as you open it, you see these little metal pipes stick out of it, and you feel the warmth as the flames begin to spray. Go ahead and roll a dex saving throw.
Really glad you brought a cleric. Good grief.
Yeah, I think we'd be done by now.
Okay, 16.
15.
What was yours, Sean?
17.
17? Okay, sweet. So you both managed to jump out, just barely getting a bit of the burning. It's going to be 4 points of fire damage to Tiber.
How
and
many?
4 to Tiber, 6 to Mokugar. Okay, so with that, the door swings open. You notice the largest room that you have seen so far. As the door opens, you see a glow of golden light reflecting out of this room. The floor is just covered in coins. It's like in The Hobbit, just gold coins covering everything. You can't see the floor. It's just piles of coins.
Not a dragon or anything skulking around, is there?
There's gonna be a dragon.
Roll a perception check.
I'm looking for an Arkenstone.
12.
17.
17. You're looking at all these coins, and Mokugar, you barely notice a little bit of movement towards the back of the room. You can see some of the coins rumble as something kind of goes into the coins.
Yeah, there's something in here. And I'll get my axes out.
Okay.
I'm gonna kind of ready myself as well and step in a little bit.
Okay, as you step in, nothing seems to happen just yet. Yeah, you stop and you listen. Everything is calm. You can't hear anything.
Well, I'm gonna take about 30 seconds to just grab a bunch of coins.
Okay. You'll notice as you're grabbing the coins, a lot of it's gold, a lot of it's silver, and then a lot of it is a weird coin that you don't recognize. But upon further inspection, it's got the face of the Baron stamped onto it. And
this guy.
you can both of you make history checks just for fun.
A 4.
Dude, I got the exact same.
Okay, so you're both just like, huh, that's weird. It's got his face on it.
All that lore we just missed out on.
All right, so as you guys are grabbing the coins, the rumbling picks up, and out from the coins rises a basilisk. Go and roll initiative.
I immediately just start emptying my pockets of coins.
Okay.
And I'll roll initiative. That's a 6.
14.
All right, so Tiber, you're going to start us off. The basilisk is about, what would that be, like about 25 feet in front of you.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So it's gonna give me a +2 to AC, and it is a concentration spell. So try to help me remember when he attacks to roll for that.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna move to like the right, to the top right corner of the room, kind of get in that corner.
Okay.
And it's gonna be my turn.
All right. So as you move out of the way, the basilisk is going to... Okay, so as Tiber kind of moves off to the side, the basilisk is going to run towards Mokugar and take a strike.
Come at me, bruh.
It's going to stop halfway, actually, before it takes the strike, and it's going to use its petrifying gaze
Oh.
on Mokugar. Go and make a Constitution saving throw.
What beautiful eyes you have. Constitution. That's not good. Well, that's okay. 12.
Okay, you manage to close your eyes before anything happens.
Okay, perfect.
And that's going to end its turn. So onto Mokugar. It's now about 10 feet out from you, pretty close.
Sweet. I close my eyes and I just run at it. And as I'm running at it, I'm taking deep breaths and I'm concentrating on controlling my breaths. And I'm using Second Wind to gain a 1d10 plus 3 health points.
Nice.
Okay, so I get 7 hit points back.
Sweet. How are you looking now?
Decent.
Cool.
And then I would like to run up to it and take swings at it with my hand axes.
Okay, go ahead and roll the hit.
That's a 9 on the first one.
Okay, that is going to miss.
And the second is a 14.
Okay, that also misses.
Wow. Okay.
So as you take your hits, it just manages to dodge them just barely.
Okay. I concede.
Okay, Tiber, back to you.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast Guiding Bolt on him. So this is a flash of light streaks towards him out of my hands. And it's gonna be a 16 to hit.
Okay, that'll hit.
Yeah.
5d6.
Jeez.
Nice.
18 points of damage.
Wow.
Clerics, man. What level are you? 3?
3, yeah.
Jesus.
Okay.
But I mean,
That
I'm out of second level spell slots.
you're
So-
spent, but that's a lot.
And then as a bonus action, I'm gonna head and, kind of like make sure I tuck my eyes away.
Okay. And do you have to roll to keep the Shield of Faith up?
That's only if I get hit, successfully attacked.
Oh,
Okay,
you have to
sweet.
make like a wisdom saving throw? Is that what it is? Or a concentration check or something?
Yeah, concentration.
Okay, cool. All right, so as you shoot the guiding bolt, it hits him square in the center of its chest, and you can tell that really hurt it. It lets out a loud screech, and it's going to immediately take a bite at Mokugar since you're right in front of him.
Yeah, bring it. Fool.
All right. It's me a 15 to hit.
That barely misses.
So it takes a bite at you, and as you manage to just barely jump out of the way, it bites picks up a mouthful of coins, and they come falling out of its mouth as it stands back up, and it's going to be your turn, Mokugar.
Cool. Do I get advantage now with Guiding Bolt since you hit it with Guiding Bolt?
No, it doesn't do any sort of buff. I don't think.
Okay. I thought it was Guiding Bolt that did that.
Oh wait, let me see. Oh yeah, you're right. The next attack roll made against this target before the end of my next turn has advantage. So yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Perfect. Okay. But so it's just the first roll. I don't get all of my attacks.
Right. The next attack roll.
Well, that first roll was an 18.
Okay, that'll hit.
So let me see if I get a natural 20. Wow. Nope. Okay. Yeah. So an 18 to hit. I'll roll hit dice. That is 7 points of slashing damage. So with my first hand, I'll swing at him, and then I'll come back with my left hand, and an 11. Will that hit?
That does not hit.
Okay, and then I will use action surge to take one additional action on my turn, and I will go ahead and, since I can use a whole action, yeah, I'll just use my hand axe. There we go. That's a little better. 19.
Yeah, that'll hit it.
Okay, that's 9 points of slashing damage.
Nice, not too bad. All right, so you take a swing with your hand axe, and you get a big chunk of flesh cut out, and then you'll take the second swing, and it'll move out of the way of that one. But then you'll come back with the third one, taking another chunk of flesh out. It's really like screaming until it's really starting to hurt. And it's gonna be Tiber's turn.
I'm going to kind of run up to it along the side. I'm going to make a inflict wounds on it. It's going to be an 18 to hit.
Nice.
Yeah, that'll hit.
It's going to be 3d10.
Jeez. That's so ridiculous.
Dylan, you got lucky he's here.
I know.
That's going to be 13 points of damage.
Nice.
Dead. Is it dead?
It is not dead.
Come on.
So you cast the spell on it, and you said 13 damage?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you can just see wounds appearing all over its body. And it's screaming and crying, but it's still standing. And it's going to take a bite at Tiber now that you're close enough. And it's going to be 17 to hit.
Not hit with my Shield of Faith.
Wow. All right, so he goes to bite you, just hits the coins.
You said it did not hit?
No,
Right,
didn't.
yeah. I've got an 18 AC with Shield of Faith.
Nice. Oh my gosh.
All right, it's going to be Mokugar's turn.
I like run across like to the other side of him so that we're both like on both sides of this basilisk, so he can't look at both of us at the same time. And I will take a slash at him.
Okay.
And that's a natural 2.
Oof.
I'll take a slash with my other. Okay, that's better. It's a 19.
Yeah, that'll do it.
5 points of slashing.
All right, how you want to do it?
Oh boy. Okay. So I like kind of run up to him to close the little distance that's left, and I jump up and kick my right foot off of the wall, and I'm kind of over the top of him, and I try to land on him, and he moves out of the way, and I fall, and then I'm mad, and from my like half prone position, I just swing up with my other hand and hit him on the chest, and then just guts and entrails just rain over me, and I just laugh as I drain this creature.
Awesome.
And I probably smell terrible.
You do.
All right, cool. So you're just standing there covered in all the guts. Its body falls. It kind of sinks down into the coins a little bit, and it's silence throughout the tomb now. And it's just you guys in here with all the treasure and the dead basilisk. We're out of combat.
Well, that was interesting.
Yeah. I need a bath.
I should say so.
I should be able to afford one now, though. I'll start picking up some gold again.
Cool. You can take, let me find the number. Okay, so as you're searching the coins, you see it's a total of 70 gold pieces, 1,200 silver, and 2,300 copper. The rest of the coins that were filling up all these mountains were all of those little coins with his face on them, and you assume those are worthless now.
I'm gonna take one.
Okay. But yeah, you guys are free to split up the rest of the gold and silver and copper, however.
Perfect. All right, what do you want to do now?
I guess we either continue back the way we came and try to find where we should go next. I don't know. Do you think there's anything more to find here?
This seemed like the treasure that was talked about. Before you guys go, who took how much gold?
We did as 50-50, right?
Yeah, I would say so. But can we carry that much, though? 1,200 silver, 200 copper. Is that right?
Yeah, 70 gold, 1,200 silver, and 2,300 copper.
Split the gold.
Let's make it 71 gold because I don't know how to do this next part.
Okay. You wanna flip this coin with that guy's face on it? Whoever you get heads, I get tails. Whoever wins gets more gold.
Sure, seems fitting, seeing as how it helped us get here in the first place.
Yeah. You wanna like roll it? Just roll off D20, straight D20 roll.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rolling. Wow. I got a natural one. Okay. Yep. You win.
So who took it? Tiber?
Yep.
All right. So you guys gather the gold. As you stand up, you hear howling throughout the tomb. You look down the hallway and you can see the ghost of the dead Baron flying towards you. As he enters the room, he attempts to possess Tiber, the one that took the most of the treasure, for one final attempt to keep hold of his treasures. So go ahead and roll a charisma saving throw.
13.
13. Okay. You managed to resist it, and when it,
I was just gonna say, kind of shake him off, and is he still just kind of chilling, or?
yeah, as he's kind of flying around, when he realizes that he's not going to be able to possess you to get his treasure, he just lets out a loud howl and fades like back into the walls. And so you guys are free to leave with the gold. And we'll go ahead and just end it there. I think that's a good point.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was fun. So I'll just go ahead and say right off the bat, you guys went straight to the vault. So there's a total of like, how many? There's like 15 rooms total. Each would have something separate.
What?
Oh my gosh.
Let me go ahead and I'll show you the map. Just for...
Good grief. Oh, wow.
So yeah, the labyrinth was pretty big. You guys stayed in like the top, probably about a fifth of the map. But so yeah, each room would have something different. There were a few like rooms that would have coffins. If you touch the coffins, skeletons would rise. You'd have to fight the skeletons. There's one, the corpse chamber. It has an illusory floor. So the floor is an illusion. If you walk in, you'll fall into a pit with zombies. You have to fight the zombies.
Perfect.
And Yeah, a bunch of different stuff. There's up here on the map, the Baron has his resting place. It's a
There's a coffin
secret. Yeah, and there's no doorway to this room. There was a different room that you would find a different ghost that you could try to persuade him to take you to the Baron's chambers, and you would get more loot in that room. So
how would we hear about the Baron's chamber? Like we would
when this room up here,
at the top right.
Yeah, one of the other major rooms.
Yeah.
There would be a ghost in there that would immediately like address you, and through conversation it would come up. He's the builder of the tomb.
Oh, okay.
It's the ghost of the builder. Yeah.
Wow.
So yeah, there's a lot that could have happened.
For the sake of the podcast, I'm glad we went there.
Yeah, for sure. I was hoping you guys would end up at the vault.
Yeah, I don't think we would have made it through everything else.
No.
I feel like we would have died definitely before we made it through all that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one was like recommended a party of 4.
Yeah.
So I tried to make some of the things less damage and whatnot, but cool.
Wow,
what?
4 level 3 players?
Yeah, 4 level 3.
Wow.
I think you weren't rolling very well also on like all the perception checks, but all this.
Ideally, we have a rogue. Ideally, we have like a wizard or something, or a
yeah.
All
of the single doors could have been attempted to be unlocked with sleight of hand check, or I was gonna let you try to knock it down with a strength check, but yeah, all the double doors were trapped.
So are the single doors just kind of like shortcuts through things?
Yeah, kind of. Just alternative.
Like...
Yeah, I guess so, yeah. What did you guys think about it? How was it to play?
Deadly. Yeah, go ahead, Shawn.
No, I really enjoyed it. I thought there was a pretty good mix of kind of, the traps and the stuff, and the it's just, a good classic dungeon crawler.
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought the final boss was really cool. Being the basilisk, we didn't get to kind of see his, petrification, which would have been interesting, and then that last little bit with the possibility of getting possessed would have been kind of a interesting, cool thing at the end. What happens, I guess, if the person does get possessed?
According to this, if he possesses him, he immediately takes off and tries to get out of the tomb with the treasure. So I guess you would have to hunt down your buddy and almost kill him. It says the possession would last until the player reaches 0 HP. So I guess
cool.
Once he's knocked out, the ghost would leave. But yeah.
I think this one fits really well into like a overall campaign, honestly. Like
for sure.
This, you could hint at this Baron throughout the campaign. You can make it a main part of your plot, or you can make it like a little side quest that they hear about.
Yeah, absolutely. Like the Adventures Await Studios, they give you 3 different hooks to get the story going. So the one I did was you found it on a corpse of a fallen foe. So that'd be super easy to fit into any campaign already. And then the other ones are just a relative gives it to you, or you buy it off an old drunk man. So
that's cool. Yeah, or like the cool thing about this is the hooks are endless. Like you win the map off in a card game, or anything. So this one's a really good one. I'm probably gonna use this one in my weekly or monthly game.
Yeah, it'd be very easy. Just kind of fit it in where you need it and modify little parts if you need to, or to fit the lore of your own world, and kind of do what you want with it.
For sure.
Yeah, for sure. There's one last thing. There's like more lore. If you did find that ghost of the builder, he would tell you about all these other spirits that are trapped here, basically. And if you were to fight the Baron's ghost before that end thing, if you successfully beat him, you would free all the spirits that are trapped there. So just a little bit more of like a moral reason to stick around, I guess.
Very cool. Yeah. So this turns into this could be your main arc from levels 1 to 3. Like you could build up to this from level, like one of the players could be related to a soul that got captured.
Yeah.
anything like that. Yeah, this one's really cool. The only thing, this one's just nitpicky for me, is if you're gonna do a dungeon crawly thing like this, I love little random monster fights. I love traps, but you have to add like some kind of puzzle or riddle, I think. I don't know if this one has anything like that, but I feel like that's what completes the classic dungeon, is some kind of mysterious door where you have to collect items to get in, or there's like a riddle that you have to say the answer to.
Yeah, for sure. Because this one is just trapdoor after trapdoor until you're in one of the main rooms. So that would have been nice if they added one of those in somewhere.
The one thing with the spirit is kind of leaning towards that way, I guess. With
Oh yeah. Having that hidden room.
So I'll say to anybody listening, it may be cool, like if you're going to run this and you want to add like puzzles or anything, like come up with something themed around the Baron to kind of hint at it throughout the whole thing leading up to the Baron and stuff. Like write a little poem or something that talks about how he keeps the souls trapped or something.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Do you think without the visual map, would that have like been more difficult, less would you have known where you were at all? Or was it just a bunch of...
It would have been just the DM making the decisions, really.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shawn?
Yeah, it's so much spaghetti that I don't think it would have been able to know where we were.
And I guess it wouldn't really matter a whole lot as long as you end up at the rooms.
Yeah.
But
what Jackson did that I really like, he's got Photoshop up and he's sharing his screen with us, and he had everything blacked out. And he was using his eraser tool and randomly showing us, or not randomly showing us, but he was showing us where we were traveling to. And he would uncover things around corners. And it was great. I think that builds the suspense, having like the fog of war effect. So if you're going to run it and you're going to print this out or draw it out, like have sheets of paper over it or something, like slowly show it to the players. Because I loved oh my gosh, another door, another turn, another decision. But it was also like an exciting, and it kind of built pressure and built suspense. So
for sure, I feel like it makes you want to see what's behind the door once you actually are gaining visual as you go.
Yeah, because we had no idea how close we were to the vault. For all we knew, we were on the complete other end. So that was really cool.
Yeah, and then when I zoomed out, you guys seemed to it was way bigger than you guys even felt like it was. So
yeah, it was truly, it was immersive in that aspect. Like I felt like I was trying to find my way through this thing. Like I was told there was gold in here, but all I'm seeing is doors and hallways. And then when we finally came to an opening, it was relieving, and I wanted to be there and get something out of it. So very effective map design.
Yeah, there's definitely that, getting to a point where, okay, there's another hallway. I have no idea where I'm at, where I'm going. So let's just pick a direction and go for it, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you guys ended up way down here. You almost went to this.
We were so close.
Yeah. Which
So
that's kind of cool. It's a magic pool. And if you drink the water, it flips your alignment opposite.
Ooh.
So that'd be a fun role playing.
That is fun. Yeah, that's cool. So
cool.
Jackson, I'm a big Critical Role fan. Shawn, have you watched Critical Role at all?
I've watched some of it. I've started it. Yeah, some of the friends from the other D&D groups have recommended it heavily.
Yeah, well, this doesn't spoil too much. They find this cool object, and it's a ball. I don't know if it'll spoil. Anyways, it turns out it's like a key to this other realm that this mage made, and it's essentially this right here. It's like you have to figure out how to open it first, and then once you're in, you have to figure out how to get out, and time works differently. So if you're gonna throw this in your game, go crazy with it. Use this as inspiration to really mess with your players. If they got a magical item, and you don't know what you want to do with it, throw this in there because I think this could be really, really fun. Because yeah, this was a blast. Just like I said, add some riddles or something. That's just my player preference.
Mhm.
Some players really just like the hack and slash, get blown up type of thing.
Yeah, the alignment changing thing could be really cool.
Yeah.
If you had like a lawful good character or whatever, once you get to the end, and they like try to take all the gold for themselves or something, you know, kind of like.
Yeah, I've never heard of anything like that. So that's really cool.
Yeah.
So does it mention how to get rid of that? Like greater restoration? Does he make any notes about?
No, it just says you have a charisma saving throw, but if you fail that, it's just flipped, I guess.
Jeez.
Until you drink the water again, maybe? I don't know. I guess that would be up to the DM to decide, but maybe it's like a 24 hours type thing.
Yeah, could drop some hints, and that could be a side quest.
Yeah.
The player figure out how to not be evil or super nice anymore. That's the part I like, is your edgy rogue is now like giving like lawful good.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah, I like that a lot. This was really fun, Jackson. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, wonderful.
Thanks. Shawn, it was good to meet you and play with you. I hope you'll come back on in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime you guys will have me.
Yeah,
Sweet.
Shawn, we appreciate it. Real quick, 1 out of 5. What do you think of this one?
I'm going to give it a 4.
A 4? Okay. Yeah, I think I agree. A 4.
As a DM, I'm gonna go 5. I was
Excited about it.
because we only hit 3 different traps. There was 8 different possible traps that could have been hit. So
Like types of traps?
Mm-hmm.
Real quick,
Yeah.
what were they?
All right, here we go. The first one, the door is covered in poison. So if you touch it, you get poison damage.
Okay.
Number 2, the ceiling above has tiny holes that launch darts down at you. Number 3 was the scythe. Number 4 was the spring-loaded doorknob.
Okay.
5 was the door frame was inscribed with arcane runes that detonate. So it was like an explosion, I guess.
Jeez. Yeah.
6 was the spears. 7, the frame of the door is made from cursed dark wood. You'd get necrotic damage.
Okay.
And then the 8 was the fire, which was also the highest damage that you guys kept hitting.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. This one was great. Shawn, I had a lot of fun with you. It was a blast.
Yeah, it was fun.
All right. Thanks everybody for listening. Do we have an outro?
Yeah, I think we'll just do a recording.
This show is part of the Pencil Rocket Network. Visit pencilrocketnetwork.com to check out our other shows. Have a nice trip.
We have lifted off.
Hey, did you enjoy that one shot you just heard? Would you like to run your own? If you visit dungeons.tech/pod and enter your email address, we will send you free modules that we created, as well as links to our favorite modules from the community. That's dungeons.tech/pod.